Alright, fellas, we're back with only the Strong EGK, spreading entertainment, growth, and knowledge. We're back with Sonny Strongarm himself, the man, the mafioso.
Yo.
How are you doing today, sir?
Hey, man, you know what it is, man. Same old shit, different day, man. Just taking it a day at a time.
Okay, and we're going to jump straight into the questions today. Can you describe the Audiobiography title and the meaning behind it, sir?
The reason I named it Audiobiography is to explain the situation of my life, but in an audio form, what I go through, things I do, people I'm around, and my experiences in life.
So just an autobiography with some wordplay. I like it. And what does this album mean to you as an artist?
This album is a big milestone in my life. It gave me a better perspective and more opportunities to do things with people that are on higher levels and bring people to new levels that are on lower levels. And it actually brought out a lot more creativity in my work.
Okay, and this is more of a capitalist socialist question. Do you see yourself as an entertainer making songs for the people to enjoy, or more of an activist conveying a message that the people of the world need to hear?
Pretty much more of an activist, because I'm trying to give messages through my music and at the same time give knowledge and growth and education at the same time, because I believe that the smartest people out here are the people that like to learn, and you can learn from music and you can put your message in music that can change somebody's life.
Okay, so this next question, if you have one, because I have seen what you've been doing lately and I'm bewildered, to be honest, what is your work and life balance like?
I mean, it's pretty hectic, you know what I'm saying? I got work I gotta do all the time, and then I'm always in the studio or on the road and dealing with different people and stuff. But for the most part, I just try to base my schedule around doing what I need to do for myself and for my team to make sure we get to the next level, and so we can be successful as a team.
Oh, really? I know, because I've been seeing you do it every day, but I still have to ask for the people. Would you call yourself a Renaissance man or a jack of trades, possibly, and why?
Well, I keep my hands in everything, whether it comes to making video games or doing studio work or videography, any type of education or learning things for new growth. And that's simply because I'm just a learner. I like to learn, and I like to take the knowledge that I got and make the best of it. I'm not the type of person that's afraid of knowledge, And one thing that I've always noticed about a lot of people is that people always hate the person that knows stuff and that learns. People don't like a smart person. I don't know why that is, but that's just the world we live in today.
Okay, I can respect that. Man of the people, likes to hoard knowledge and then pass it along, share with the people. Okay, and can you give me 3 points of inspiration for you making music, sir?
3 points of inspiration. Of course, being a DJ always inspired me. And like I said, my mom and my dad and my brother and my grandfather was a DJ. So that always gave me an ear for sound and always gave me an ear for what people listen to. My second point would be, how people do their music back in the day when I was like in the 80s and 90s and stuff. Like people, they sent off a message and they sent off lessons. When we was making music back then, they made music for you to learn and for you to grow. They taught you things and they actually tried to guide you. This music today don't do that. And so I live by my slogan of being inspired by the old school, the 80s and 90s. Now my third inspiration is all of my friends and my family, the people that I work with, of course, my bodyguard, my friends, and the producers and stuff. And they always try to put me in a situation where I'm going in the right direction with my music.
Okay, and this one is more about the fans and your career experiences. How has the collective affected your process? do you think you yourself have changed and evolved throughout the production and creation of this album?
I've definitely changed a lot, because I'm dealing with a lot more people than I used to deal with. I'm dealing with bigger people, and I'm dealing with people on a lower and different level, but at the same time, I've incorporated it to make everybody have worth and value for what they do. And I've learned a lot on the lower level and the bigger level, and even the middle scale, but I've always been humble to take all these things and incorporate it into what needs to be done.
Okay, and Sonny, I've noticed you've got a few features on the album. What are some of the traits and powers they bring to the table that got them picked for this project?
Of course, niggas is like Wonder Twins, power activate, you know what I'm saying? So, had to call up Dame Stacks, like, yo, we need Wonder Twin powers, let's do it. So Dame came through, as always. I got a lot of music with him anyway, and he's family, so he came through, he did a lot of verses, he helped out with the production of the album, and I got Sean Bills on there. He's a real good cat, solid cat, man. I love that guy, man. Shout out to Sean Bills, for featuring on a track that we got called Bosses. Y'all gonna get away for that real soon. And of course I got Power Burgess on there. Power's my man, shout out to Lifestyle. I got 380 up there. Of course my man Mr. Come On 380, shout out to him. He brought a whole different vibe inside to the whole project and the situation, because like meeting with him was, I want to say kind of like, like when Jay-Z did the shit with Bun B and Pimp C, you know what I'm saying? Like, he took me to a whole fucking down south level of this shit, where other people from different genres was looking at it. And he's a good cat. And got Miss B up there. She's a phenomenal R&B singer and a rapper. And y'all need to check her out. She do a lot of shows. She got her thing together, and she's somebody that I enjoy working with. She pretty much has a heart and soul.
Okay, that was very touching to hear, sir. And, due to that, would you call your business partners lifelong friends and therefore family?
Yeah, pretty much. I do a lot of business with family, and at the same time, I do have lifelong friends and partners, and they do a good job of playing their position and making sure that everybody's straight. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, because ain't nobody gonna look out for us. We gotta look out for each other. And we gotta create and solidify this foundation that we got to get it to be an empire. And that's what I'm all about.
Okay. And speaking of your family features, I've noticed the synchronicity between you, Mike Power, and Creative. So my question is, how did you guys start working together and become so tight-knit in such a short time?
Well, Mike Power, I was already working with Mike Power, and I met him through T-Dub and Lifestyle Entertainment. And I was with Coop in the studio, and Coop said, Sonny, you gotta do a trap song. And I was against it for a while. And I played off on it, and he was like, no, you gotta do it. I said, alright. So, came in there one day, me and Coop worked on it. Coop came in with the beat. I liked the beat. The beat was amazing. I didn't think it was going to be what it was. And once I heard it a few times, I think I probably listened to it like 16 times, man, same damn day. And then called Power, told Power about the beat, told him I wanted one. Power said, we need a down south type of vibe on it. You know what I mean? And I said, what you got in mind? Power said, yo, we need to hit my boy 380 up. I didn't know who he was at that time, but Power set up a meeting between us, and we talked, we sat down, it all came together. And by the end of that meeting, and from another few meetings that we had and content that he already had that I had already explored, I was like, this the guy. I said, I gotta put him on this track. And when I put him on this track, like his hook and his verse was so universal that I was like, you need to take creative control of it. And so I let him basically build the song, and that was the start of our relationship.
Okay, getting back on the side of business a bit, I want to know how you keep control and composure throughout pressure and stress through many situations, business and life alike, at one time, because from what I can ascertain, you run things seamlessly, sort of like a hive mind.
I mean, I try to work these things like a foundation and still try to work them as a family. So we all need to be doing our thing and doing it at a moderate rate so everybody has the best assets and, has the best connections that they can have to do what they gotta do. And at the same time, sometimes I lose sleep over it, sometimes I don't. But at the same time, I don't mind losing a little sleep or making sacrifices to make sure that we're doing the best things that we can do.
Okay. And this one's more of a personal question, more along the lines of your taste. If you could pick one, what is your favorite song on the album, and could you describe why?
My favorite song on the album would probably be a song I have with Miss B. And I'm not gonna tell you the name right now. You're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Once it comes out, then you'll see it. And there'll be a video shot for that. But that's probably my favorite song because she sings so soulfully and it really relates to how I deal with females and certain relationships that I have to deal with on a late night. And it'll be a song that you will, how can I say, you can put yourself into that position. And you've been there before, you've done this before. So it'll sync sonically with you.
Okay, and we're gonna jump back to another personal question. What were some of the steps that you had to take as an artist and a business owner to bring this album to fruition?
I had to take a whole lot of steps, but at the same time, I'm not gonna say that it was, as hard as most because I had a lot of people in my corner and people trust me and certain ones I trust them. So, but as far as putting production together, getting choreographing done, and setting up things with producers, and it was a pretty wild adventure. But at the end of the day, it all worked out, but at the end of the day, I had to actually put the best foot forward to do what had to be done and make sure that this person was doing his job, that person was doing his job, and, everything else. So, everything came together and everybody's working as a collective, and I'm definitely blessed and proud about that.
Okay, and this one is more of a personal question for myself. I would like to know, who is your favorite rapper and what was their impact they had on your album and your rap career as a whole?
My favorite rapper is Prodigy from Mobb Deep. He had a major, he had a major impact on this album and even my project before. He's always had a major impact throughout my life as far as hip hop and rap is concerned. And he's always been my favorite artist because I've always been like-minded and feel the same way that he feels and rhymes in the ways that he expresses himself. He's always rapped about his life, the way he sees things, and the way he moves. And he pretty much took you to Queensbridge in his rhymes, in his videos. And I always loved that. And he gets about at least an hour of pump time every day from me. Even though, he's not here anymore, but, rest in peace to the God P. But I feel like that, with my style, the way I am, the type of person I am, and how like-minded I am as far as the way he displays things, it always had a big impact on me and it rubbed off on me. So I make my music not to bring you to Queensbridge because that's what he brought you to, but now I'm bringing you to VA.
Okay, and thank you people for letting me get my personal questions out the way, but now in the finals we're back to business. Mr. Sonny Strongarm, who are the producers on the album and what is your relationship with them?
Well, this album, I only dealt with the superpowers this time. I got my Primo. My Primo is my brother Studio Boy Records, and my Kanye is Cool Chardonnay. And deal with and I can resonate with. And of course, my relationship with Coop and Nate, of course, I met him with Dave Stacks, and you know, that's my boy. And we have a nice sonic relationship when it comes to music, as far as beats, lyrics, and everything like that. I look forward to always hearing his opinion on anything that may be wrong with a song or may be right with a song. I don't have any problem with him depicting or saying anything. And he's one of those guys that I can take constructive criticism from, and I can take support from, and I just appreciate him for even being the type of person that he is in my life and as far as my music career. And my brother Studio Boy, of course, he builds beats around his artists, and he builds beats around me. And I love the way that he does that, because he's very mindful in making sure that you have a project that's built around you that will explain and will, how can I say, dictate how you really are. You know, and you know, it just don't get no better than that.
Okay, and Sonny, I just want to ask one final question. As a artist, a business mogul, a man of your stature, do you have any advice you would give young artists on bad business that they shouldn't do?
Yeah, I would say for any new artists or whatever, there's a lot of avenues out here that you can take. You know, some people, they go to the labels, do all this stuff. You know, that's all fine and dandy, as long as the label is giving you something for you to prosper, and just not solely for the label. And
more than empty promises.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to sign a 360 deal. You just don't want to do it. And at the same time, it's too easy to get your own stuff published. You know, you can get your own stuff published. You can start a label. You know what I mean? It's not that much. You know what I mean? It's really not a hard thing to do. It's just all if you put your best foot forward and you're willing to go out there and take a chance and do it. And it's not something that's going to make you or break you at the end of the day. And some more advice I can give is, when you're making music, being an artist or even a new artist or whatever, just make sure you're being yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to tell anybody else's story. Tell your story, because that's going to be the most authentic story that you can tell. And people are going to resonate with it as long as it's, as long as it's true and it's influential. You know, and make sure you're dealing with the right people. If you don't want to be unsuccessful, then don't hang around unsuccessful people. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Is there any closing message you want to give to the people, sir?
Nah, not today, but I would say y'all check this album out. Y'all check this album out. Audiobiography. Your boy Sonny Strongarm, featuring Dame Stacks, Sean Bills, Miss B, Mike Power, beats from Studio Boy Records, beats from Coop and Nate, the legendary. You know what I mean? And a lot of videos coming out, of course, more podcasts, and clothing company is still jumping. So, y'all got orders, y'all put them in, and we'll get them pressed up. We doing custom and we doing personal shit. So, y'all just let me know and stay in tune, and you'll see me on your TV, you'll see me in the web.
Okay, people, this has been only the Strong EGK, spreading entertainment, growth, and knowledge. Y'all stay blessed and have a nice one.